I mean, we haven't been doing much, honestly. I have one videographer that kind of like works with me, but one thing that I've used it for is mainly just shot listing. A lot of times I'll give it a script and then I'll say, hey, can you generate a shot list that kind of works with this script? And then it lays it out almost line for line, and then I'll go in and kind of tweak it. And then I can even ask for like A roll and B roll. Hey, what are some, like, make me a list of 10 for A roll, make me a list of 10 for B roll, and it'll do that. And so then I can get with my videographer, you know what I mean? And it's not like I can't sit down and do that, but it's a nice starting spot. Obviously, you can get some garbage from it and pretty general concepts, but it is nice to have a starting place for me when I'm, doing ads and I don't have a lot of time to, maybe sit there and think about every single shot of B-roll. A lot of times I'll just be like, hey, I'm a fitness app. It's for bodybuilding. I have workouts, nutrition, mobility in it. Here's my script. Like, what are some B-roll? Give me a list of 10. And then I'll hand that to the videographer. And a lot of times he's actually said like, hey man, this is really helpful. Like, I appreciate you doing this. It's just kind of an extra step for me, as just kind of, obviously I don't run the camera. So a lot of times it's just easier to hand to him. But as far as like writing or like generating images, I know there's a couple of guys in town, like where I live, that are testing a lot of the like AI generated images. And when I look at them, even like GeekX or Geek Out, whatever they go by now, I can tell that they're kind of experimenting with it and running a lot of carousel ads with it. I don't know. I don't like that yet. I don't know. We just kind of use it for lists and just general writing points if we get in a creative block. But as far as actual ads or like, you know what I mean, using it, I haven't experienced too much, if that makes sense.
No, I love that. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. I hadn't even thought about using it to benefit like the internal process. I just my mind had straight gone to like give me the script. Yeah.
And it's okay at that, honestly, but it is all about prompt writing. I've had it like generate scripts or even generate emails, but some of them sound so almost like too salesy. And so then you write back to it and you're like, hey, can you make that more casual and add in a couple emojis? And then it'll go way over the top. It'll add like 27 emojis, and it'll be, okay, dial that back just a little bit more for me. And so a lot of times it's back and forth and you just kind of end up where you would have been, you know what I mean? If you probably would have just sat down and wrote it for 2 minutes. But it has its benefits, right? It's all about the prompt and what you give it. And so, we've tried to use it for a couple scripts, and a lot of times I find myself, it's great to have like 5 paragraphs, but I find myself going in there and editing kind of line by line, being like, I don't want, like, for example, it says exude confidence at the beach. And it's like, okay, I'm not going to have my talking head sales video to 20 to 25-year-old males say exude confidence. Like, I just don't think that's going to hit. I don't think that's going to hit home with the guys, So anyway, just kind of an example of what I literally used it yesterday, and it said that. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I can kind of speak more to what they're looking for than, even with a prompt saying, I tried to give it the demo like, hey, I'm writing to an audience of 20 to 25-year-old males that are interested in bodybuilding. They follow the NFL. Here are some of their interests. Like, can you write me a sales script for a 8-week fitness challenge? This is what we have. Generate. And then it still kind of went, you know what I mean? Just using words I wouldn't use, the everyday language type. And even when I was going back and forth, like, hey, make that more casual, make it sound like, this influencer. And you still kind of end up, you know what I mean? Like, I probably could have wrote that, but maybe it did save me, 5 minutes, but nothing crazy.